Hi, my name's Amanda Zeba. Welcome to my channel, Learning with the Word Nerd, and this episode of 5 Good Things for Teachers. Today is February 20th, and this is episode number 23. The 5 things that we're going to talk about in this episode are the March pre-planned calendar, the WEMTA conference, my brand new book, school newspapers, and student versus teacher Scrabble. So let's dive right in. But first, you guys, I am freezing. It's been below zero here for over a week in Wisconsin. I keep putting my coat in the dryer before I leave the house and have a simmer pot constantly on the stove, but seriously, I am so tired of being cold. If I could build a climate-controlled room and spend 30 minutes surrounded by a recurring feed of beach sights, sounds, and fake sunscreen scents, I'd go there in a heartbeat. I'd bring you too if you wanted. When I win the lottery, I'll build this magical room for real and we can all hang out there. Even if it means we only get to take just a teeny tiny break from the cold and the dark and the stress, it would be worth it, right? Sound like a plan? Unfortunately, I can't gift that to you yet. So instead, here is your lineup of 5 good things for teachers. Not nearly as good as an instant vacation, but hopefully a decent consolation prize. Good thing number one, the March pre-planned calendar. But Amanda, you might be asking me, isn't it still February? You're right, it totally is. But in case you're the kind of human who prefers to plan ahead, I want you to have all of this pre-planned goodness right now so you can use it when the month of March rolls around. I've decided to keep the price point on this baby low, so jump on it now before I change my mind. Inside the calendar, you'll find 4 First Chapter Friday videos and worksheets to spark student interest in reading. Daily writing prompts, including slides, printables, a peer feedback sheet, and a rubric to keep your students writing and reflecting all month. 4 fun trivia brain breaks and printable answer sheets with the videos. This month's brain breaks are for St. Patrick's Day, International Women's History Month, and green trivia and tournament trivia, aka March Madness, for all those basketball fans in your classroom. The lesson plan calendar also includes 3 different lessons. One is on Iris Strong William, a short story that includes comprehension questions, journal rights, extension activities, and vocabulary work. A mini biography unit featuring 4 famous women that also is going to review how to annotate text with your students, and a fun reading recommendation library lesson. Finally, the calendar wraps up with 3 additional resources, including a student engagement strategy checklist, basketball first chapter Friday playlist, and a balloon brain break with educational extensions that I know will get your kids moving and having fun, even when we're still stuck inside because it's so stinking cold out. All right. So if the month ahead is a busy one for you, I want you to gift yourself this pre-planned calendar and consider your lesson planning for March nearly done. I'm also going to put a link in the video description box for a video in which I walk through all of the lessons and books that help you know how you should teach this, book talk the books, preview the brain breaks, and the writing prompts, all the things. So a whole lot of goodness in good thing number one. Good thing number 2 is the WEMTA conference. Next month, I'll be speaking at the Wisconsin Educational Media and Technology Association Conference in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to share my student engagement masterclass with attendees. Not only that, but I'll also have a booth as a vendor for the Word Nerd Collaborative in the Expo Hall. This is the first time I'm doing something for my membership like this. I've been a vendor at a lot of events before, but always as an author and never as a business. And so this is something new and exciting and a little bit nerve-wracking for me. If you're going to be at the conference, I'd love for you to come and visit me. I'll be in booth 105. Guess who else is going to be visiting me at my conference? Steve Sheinkin and Ruta Sepetys. Seriously, they're going to come to my booth at the conference and we're going to do a live First Chapter Friday interview about their co-written book, The Bletchley Riddle, right from my booth. We haven't nailed down a time yet, but I will definitely let you know when we do. If you're going to be in Milwaukee, come find me, attend my session, come to my booth. And if you aren't able to attend the conference, but you're interested in learning the student engagement strategies for my masterclass, forward this email, or I'll put the link for the visual email in the video description box. Forward it to your administration and CC me so we can start a conversation about how to bring that word nerd goodness directly to you and your coworkers. All right. Good thing number 3, and this item deserves all caps because I am so excited. You guys, I am publishing a new book, a young adult novel called Life in the Passenger Seat about a high school gymnast in foster care. This book will be published late this spring, early this summer. The date is still TBD, but I can't wait for you all to read it, and I promise to share all the details as they emerge. But for right now, I just want to show you the initial cover sketch and read you the blurb. For the visual version of this email, click the link and you can see what I'm talking about. But for those of you who aren't going to do that, just close your eyes and imagine a book cover with a winding road fading off into the horizon, the words life in the passenger seat on the top, and then a silhouetted gymnast standing on a balance beam. It's a really beautiful, like blue and orange ombre kind of theme going on. Here's what this book is going to be about. Life for Shelby Morris has been one giant road trip, but not the good kind. After a series of evictions, her free-spirited, classic Mustang-driving mother Gina has decided to move them to Michigan to put her passion for cars to work at the Ford factory. Just when their aimless wandering finally has a direction, they run out of gas and cash to buy more. What looks like a dead end may be the jumpstart Shelby needs for a normal life. While they earn their keep cleaning motel rooms, Shelby gets to go to school and finally, her true heart's desire, compete on a gymnastics team. But when her mother, who doesn't like to be reminded that she is in fact a mom, takes off, things get complicated. Shelby turns to school for help and is placed in foster care with her coach and his wife. In many ways, life has never been so good for Shelby. Coach feels like the father she never had. She's making friends and things in the gym are better than ever. For the first time in her life, Shelby's greatest concern is where she'll land in the lineup. But everything could change if Gina comes back. Even when she's not around, Gina's in charge of the map, directing the route of Shelby's life, pushing her to wonder what would it feel like if she were in the driver's seat. This twist on the underdog sports story will speed straight into the hearts of readers. And you guys, I just can't wait for you to read it. If you'd like to stay in the know about this book's arrival in the world and help me spread the word, I've got a quick Google form. I'm forming a special street team called the Backseat Drivers that are hopefully going to speed this book into the hands of many, many readers, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. I'll put that link down in the video description box for you. Oh, and one more thing, because I just can't help it. Listen to this endorsement statement that I got from Jennifer Richard Jacobson, the author of Small as an Elephant, about this book. Jennifer says, Life in the Passenger Seat is a breathtaking story with skillfully executed twists and turns. The characters don't just leap off the page, they soar. Grounded by an emotion and raw humanity, this heart-pounding, expanding read will be one you won't soon forget. So, thank you, Jennifer. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that this spreads into good thing number 4, and that is calling all school newspapers. Does your school have a newspaper? Does it include book reviews? If so, I'd love to be connected to your newspaper advisor and gift the student book reviewer an ARC, Advanced Reader copy of Life in the Passenger Seat. In return for their reading time and newspaper review, I'll offer up answers to their questions via interview style in an email, and also send them a QR code for a free sample of the first 6 chapters of the book that they can include with their article. Hopefully this can be a great way to jumpstart the summer reading buzz for all the Learning with the Word Nerd fans in your school. To learn more and connect, fill out the Google form that I will link below. And finally, good thing number 5, student versus teacher Scrabble. I saw this idea posted by Linnea Nordquist in a Facebook group and got her permission to share it with you all here. She shared that getting her 7th graders engaged in English had been tough this year, but with this interactive Scrabble game, she finally got them. She created a giant Scrabble board on which students play against her, the teacher. She even shared that they get a reward if the class wins the game. In the visual version of the email, I've listed all of the instructions for making the Scrabble board, even links where Linnea purchased some of the materials. And if you think this sounds like your students would have fun with it, definitely check that out so you can institute this game in your room. Okay, that's it. I mean, that's a lot of exciting stuff. Thanks in advance for vicariously celebrating with me and also for allowing me to partner with you in your classroom. I am so grateful for the opportunity, and I do not take it for granted. I hope that our individual paths will cross soon, either at the conference, in the book promotion efforts, or even just in my inbox. Happy teaching. I'll see you again next time. Sincerely, Amanda Ziba, the Word Nerd. P.S. If you are finding me for the first time and you want a bunch of freebies, Use the link in the video description box to get some free lessons, teaching tips, and more, especially a first chapter Friday startup kit. Everything will be linked down there below, and I would love for you to join our little word nerd community. See you again next time. Happy teaching.